Oh, yeah. And I can imagine, because you had to create so many different looks. Like throughout the film, there's a really heavy, deep, kind of warm orange feel throughout most of the film. But then there are times, like in the scenes, there's a scene that's kind of like a whitewater rafting scene where the boat is like almost going off the edge of a cliff, where it's overcast and it's gray and it is very cool. And then you have the scene at the end where kind of when you're inside of the tree and everything goes purple. I mean, you have some really strong colors in this film. And how did you approach sort of creating and infusing color in your cinematography?
Well, by doing a lot of prep, basically by doing a lot of prep. Me and Jaume are normally, we work very well collaborative, so we just start to just kind of dissect the movie and go through every palette of the movie, what we could do with it. And then we just apply. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't succeed. But I really wanted to take risks in the color this time. I didn't want to do like one plain color. So basically, how it works is you start to define which colors you don't want in your palette, and then from there on, everything goes easier. But we went through the whole thing. Like I thought, especially because most of the movies against green, we call the jungle, so we had to go somewhere which will, kind of separate the actors from the actual green screen and from the actual 3D screens. So, and also, there was I had, this kind of classic adventure movies in the past that I've seen in my childhood, and I always laughed. For some reason, in these exotic places, they always were able to kind of photograph the heat, which I don't think is very, very easy to do. So we went into that direction in some of these locations and some of these countries I've been before, in which you actually, the sun is very bright and the colors are very, not saturated, but very alive. And we basically, went into that direction. Also we started in London. We didn't want to do a cloudy London. I think we are all very tired to see this foggy, cloudy London. So we wanted to have it London in the summer, which is beautiful, by the way. So we try to start from there to separate the primary colors and have it like an old kind of Kodachrome look in London. And also Paco, the costume designer, helped us a lot with the costumes to try to separate. And we started from there, from the first act, then we went to the Amazon, then again, we went to this warm look. And there was a lot of scenes also we did like at dawn and early morning, but they never end up in the cut. But those were also very, very challenging to do it all again, that in the same parking lot. It was very difficult. So we know you have to pretty much, to do clouds, you have to put huge silks on a big, so it's just, I think it's again, by pretty much prepping the movie and trying to tell the story with color, which is not very easy because you can also make big mistakes, But I guess, we are using the theory of color that normally exists, this is the first time in my life that I use magenta, but I think it was the only way to represent the flowers. So we went into that direction, who was kind of risky, but I think it works. There's something that you don't see much in the screen on movies, and then I think it's something surreal or something fantastic or magic that flower would be this magenta pink kind of tone,